My project was time travelers. And it's for my advanced art students, Art 2, Art 3, Art 4. And the whole reason I really did this, hi KVAC, money. Money for supplies. I'm not going to fib and say there's any other reason. Money for supplies for the kids. Because if I hadn't done this, we wouldn't have any this year. So that was my problem, really. But the educational problem, the one that I'm here for, is how to get students motivated about art history as much as they're motivated about the hands-on part. And all of us are like that. I love the hands-on stuff. But when it comes to the actual sitting down, researching, reading, even just Googling someone I'd never heard of, I'm not too eager to do that. So the kids are the same boat. So my plan is, and our students are in the process of building dioramas to represent each time period or art movement. Individually, they're doing this. But so first thing I did is show them dioramas. We talk about them, we look at them on the internet, we discuss them, what the features of them, the three-dimensional, discuss, what a diorama is. So we go through all that. Then they get the time period, and in the grant I wrote that they would get to pick what they wanted time period wise and movement wise. Of course that doesn't work because everybody wants pop art, Andy Warhol, or everybody wants Renaissance because I know about Renaissance, I learned about it already. So I had to do kind of a hat, draw it out of the hat a little bit. But so they're at that, they do the research, use the internet, use text, any sources they can to get information about their period or movement. And then they are at the point, and this was just last week, they're deciding what artifacts or what pieces of art they're going to make from those time periods. And so they do like a rough sketch, it is art class, about what they're going to make. And now we're at the week where we're constructing our art dioramas. Some fallback. Well, let me back up just a little bit. I did a survey at the beginning of the class for data and for proof. Who knew what about art history? Kind of just a general survey. And I'm going to do the same survey at the end to prove, hopefully, they're going to learn something. But so they're making their diorama now. When they're finished with their diorama, they have to teach the class about their period or their movement. So student A is going to teach about abstract expressionism and talk about the artist in abstract expressionism and make pieces of art from abstract expressionism. So that teaches the whole class. At the end of all this, everybody presents. We'll be on display at open house, hopefully up here in April. And then the students collectively again make an individual piece of art, an original that whatever time period they want. But after they make that piece of art, they have to defend it to the class. Hey, this represents Renaissance. And then the class says, no, it doesn't. Or the students, yes, it does, and tell us why. So the class, student, everybody gets involved creating and learning art. Now, another reason why we're doing this is COSA. Students can be certified COSA test in art this year, three years of art, I think, or more. They will be taking a test. So it hits art history, it hits the elements of art, and that we'll be discussing those elements, which they should have learned last year, or the year before last, in a previous art class. Okay. That's about all I can remember to say, so thank you all. Any questions? Thank you.